Okay, good morning, how are you? Welcome to Abdominal Conditioning with me, Rob. Welcome to this morning's session. Okay, close the doors, grab yourself a drink of water, take a sip, lick around your lips, and hydrate. Let's go for this morning. Okay, so find yourself an area for your workout. Find yourself a nice soft mat as well. And from there, just check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Move your equipment up the side as well, so you've got some safe space. And let's train this through. Just give a bit more tilt on this camera. We're going to be about there, I think. Otherwise, you won't be able to see me. Right, okay. As always, let's start off from our feet and work our way up. So we have our feet underneath our sitting bones. We're just going to work through this plantar flexion, dorsiflexion of our ankles. So we got them facing directly forwards. Check your toe position. If your big toes are turning out, turn them back into square. Now from here, bring your hands in over the top of your hips and allow your pelvis to drive forwards. So a bit of a pelvis shunt here into neutral spine position. What we're trying to do here is get all of the layers of our body stacked nicely on top of each other. Now, keeping the gap between the knees the same, just allow this movement through your feet. Now, it's really important that we curl over the tiptoes and try and get as much movement into the ankle, into the metatarsals, the toes of our feet, the phalanges there, getting them moving nicely. Okay, so try and get as much movement here as possible. And take a moment as well to have a look at to see how far you're able to plantar flex through here. So on my right foot here, I can get nice extension, but on my left, I have to really work to push it forward to try and lose that arch in the middle there. Okay, so it's a bit more crescent moon here on the left than it is on the right. And that's all good. But what's important is that I can feel the big toe to the little toes, knuckles rolling over the top of the foot. That's really key. So now, again, posture up here. Now bring your chest up nice and high. Now bring your shoulders back, and I want you to pull your elbows back as well. So your elbows are right back here. This is going to help keep you nice and linear going up through the body. And you'll find you're stretching out through your body. You're lengthening yourself up. So if you do a lot of Pilates as well, talking about centering your body and building yourself up nice and tall, ending up the crown of our head up to the ceiling. And this is really important. We're pulling ourselves up nice and tall here. From here, we're going to stand on the right leg. We're just going to work on our left knee, flex and extend. Now, your level of balance is going to determine how much you're able to move this. Now, if you can, extend the leg behind you as far as possible so you get this extension, and then knee flex up nice and high. So this is the movement here, nice and strong and through. We're going to work two more here. We'll change legs. Really good. Nice functional movement patterns here. And as you're pushing the foot back, again, try and make sure that these feet stay nice and parallel to each other. Yeah, so we're not turning the leg out or rotating through. We're keeping it nice and posture here. So knee flex, extend. And it might feel a bit cracky and creaky and groany as we work through this. Keep working that extension. Two more here. One more here. Good, excellent. From here, standing lateral leg kick out wide, and then slowly put it back in. Allow the other arm to reach out for it as well. It's a big side movement, big back in again. Keep it slow and effective. So the movement here tends to go way straight out, and then slow it down, and then control it back into plane. Control, control. One more here, we're going to change leg. Good. It's about trying to increase the flexibility through the hip and changing the shift in the pelvis as well. By doing this exercise, the stabilizing muscle groups around our body get nice and flexible, they open up, body works harder. Let's do two more here. One more here. Good work. Excellent. Circumvent the hips. We're going to get some nice movement here. Great pelvis rotation. And we're going to go around the opposite way. Changing that movement. Try and get as much roll as you can. Now check where the feet go again. So your feet are nice and parallel. Hips moving correctly. Love it. Excellent. Right back into our heel kick again. Firing up those hamstrings. Now, today's class is about strengthening the abdominals. So nice warm up there. Interlace your fingers. Give me some rolls. Keep the heel kick going on behind you. And then roll back the opposite way. Nice. Okay. Grab yourself a drink of water. Take a little sip. Lick around your lips. And let's lay down on the floor on our backs. Now, for this exercise routine, you'll need some light weights and some heavy weights, and place them down at the head end of your mat, okay? So some light weights, some heavy weights, place them down here. It could be some tins of beans. It doesn't need to be massively heavy, okay? We're concentrating the abdominal workout here today. So we're stretching our body out nice and tall. Nice and long, reach out. Okay, from here, point your toes away from your body. Lengthen your arms overhead. Try and get your shoulder blades back down to the floor. Take a moment to close your eyes, taking a deep breath. And take a nice, slow, deep breath out. Keep your body as tall and as long as you can. And from here, release. Okay, so our arms come down by our sides. Walk our feet into bridge. So we're going to push our pelvis up nice and high. Feel the extension through the front of the thighs. And then slow as possible, closing that down again. So shutting the bridge back down, the hips coming back down towards the floor. Slow, controlled movements. As soon as your bottom braces and touches the floor, you're going to come straight back up and press back up again. Again, nice, slow, controlled movements down to the floor. Keep the pace slow and controlled. And breathe out, push back up again. Slow control, lowering back down into position. And again, let's work two more here. Again, that pelvic drop, nice, slow and controlled. Again, those feet nice and parallel to each other. Keep the form in our body all the way through, making sure those toes stay nice and parallel to each other, and the hips slowly controlling back down. Now, at this point, we're going to grab that heavy weight. We're going to raise up and then place it on top of our pelvis. I'm going to hold to support so it's not going to create any pain on the pubis bone there. Our toes stay nice and parallel, and we're just going to pulse up here. Nice and strong. So we've got a little dip and then a push up. Now I want you to close your eyes and feel how strong your glutes can become. So you've got your glutes nicely engaged, pushing your bottom up nice and high each time, extending through the pelvis. Weight just supported in a soft position around the midpoint of your pelvis there. Right between the legs. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And slowly release. Placing the weight to the side, extend the legs. Should feel a nice release out the backside, so the glutes have just relaxed. And you'll find here that your legs will sit down into whatever position they want, where your toes might flop out to the side. Allow that to happen for a minute, because you just work your glutes quite hard. Okay, same exercise, feet in, knees up to the ceiling, again, weight, place the pubis bone here. Now, you can work this as follows. Keep it the same routine, the same exercise. Off-center it or extend it. Your choice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back to the floor, lower the pelvis, drop the weight to the side and relax. Again, let the legs drop out. So that was the right leg extended for me now. We're going to do the left leg. Again, feet walk in. Again, weight up on feet. And then push up on the hips. Get that pelvis up nice and high. Thighs working hard. Your choice. You can pelvis bridge here. Foot off the floor or leg extended. Pulse wherever you are. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower back in. Hips back down to the ground. And release. Stretch yourself up nice and tall again. Extend your body. Very good. Okay, so feet back in. Cross your left foot over your right thigh. Drop it over to the side. Give a nice lengthening out through the side of that glute. Take your chest so it's facing up to the ceiling. Allow your left shoulder to come off the floor. Place your right arm to the side to brace if you choose, or you can take the right arm off the floor if you're happy to just work through the abdominal here. So we've got the glutes into extension, which is great. We've got our chest facing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take our shoulder blades up into a side crunch here. Now this pulls in nicely into the side oblique. It's a great little hold here. You might be able to feel the little chisel here where the obliques, internal, external obliques get involved and then join in towards the main rectus abdomini. Now, as you bring your shoulders back, chest up, looking up towards the ceiling, you'll be able to take a little pulse here. Now, if this is too much on the back of your neck because your neck extensors get tight, just bring the pads of your fingers to support and just make it nice and soft for them. Okay, so you're taking a little bit of tension out by just supporting the muscle group. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Extend the legs, stretch your arms up overhead, and release through the body. We're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to walk our feet in, knees are up to the ceiling. We cross our right foot over the top of the left thigh. We're going to roll the thigh over to the side. Big stretch out through the side of the glute. And again, we're going to try and raise that right shoulder off the floor now. Again, you might brace by using your left hand out nice and wide. Turn your chest so it's facing up towards the ceiling. Feel the engagement here. The side oblique coming to pull you up slightly. And now the abdominals engage as well. Again, you might be able to feel this little ridge here, the side of your toe muscles. Chin up, jaw up, looking up towards the ceiling. Again, support with the pads of the fingers behind the neck if you choose to. And we're just going to work through a pulse movement here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Again, lengthen the body up nice and tall. Really good. Now, feet back to the floor again. Knees up to the ceiling. Taking yourself into a crunch position and hold here. Again, neck brace, support if you require it. But again, there's no pressure in here. We're not trying to wrench the neck. We're keeping that chin up nice and high. The gap between the chin and the chest is important. We keep it here. Imagine you're holding an orange or a watermelon or something underneath your chin. And we're just going to work our fingers up our thighs. Breathing out. Keeping the breathing nice and relaxed. You're going to work 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You are definitely going to feel your abs later on today. Nice. Your choice. Keep the weight the same. Use some light weights or use a heavier weight. Your choice. Again, we're going to bring the feet in, knees up to the ceiling. Take ourselves into our sit-up position, and again, work through that crunch. 10 to go here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Releasing the weight out, stretching the arms up overhead. Push the body nice and tall and long. Again, we release. From here, crunching ourselves up, placing our feet flat to the floor, holding the abdominals into position. This time without the weight, you can place your arms down by the side or support your neck again. From here, you're going to extend the right leg out, bring the right foot back in again. Work through the range, let's go. So nice extension and back in. Trying to keep the shoulder blades off the floor, and I want you to feel that your abdominals are nicely engaged here, all the way through. Big extension on the right leg, foot flat to the floor again. So we're tapping the heel down, and we're tapping the sole of the foot down each time. Nice, slow, controlled movements. 3 more here. 2 more here. 1 more here. Feel that extension. You might feel your hamstring gets a little bit of a lengthening here. And release and stretch. Very good. Each time we're lengthening our body, we're trying to push these hands back to the floor, arms extended as far back as possible. And we fold the knees back in. Here we go. So again, abdominals engaged. We're kicking out, lengthen that left foot, and then bring the foot back in again. So it's all functional movement. Now, as we extend that foot away from our body, we should be able to find a lovely big extension through the feet, webbing the toes up nice and wide. The abdominals nicely engaged here. 3 more here. Again, try and give me as much extension through that leg as you can, pushing that heel down towards the ground. Last one here. And release and stretch again. Push it out. Each time you might be finding those abdominals getting a little bit tighter, so keep pushing strong. You might find that little arch in the lower back, an extension through the toes. Feeling very good on the body. Okay, now we're going to try and load it again. So again, using whichever weights you used on the previous exercise, taking the weights up just above our chest height here, allow the elbows to fold, the weights off the chest. The knees are up to the ceiling, the feet flat to the floor. We're going to extend the right leg, and we're just going to hold. Now from here, whichever movement you've got, either you're bent here or straight, whichever, just try and raise the leg slightly until it comes up to the height of the other knee and then comes back down again. You can do this bent knee, so the heel would be coming to the side of the knee and back down again. Okay, work the level that suits you. Keep your shoulder blades off the floor, chin back, jaw back. Raise up and through, whichever level you're going to work through here. 8 to go wherever you are. Try and relax that breathing as much as you can. One more here. And release. Head back to the floor, stretch out those legs, stretch yourself overhead again, push up. Point the toes away from the body, arms back as straight as you can again. These little resets are really important, I think, in our abdominal training sessions. Stretching out the body, lengthening the muscles, ready to go again. Because as you now pull back into it, you're going to feel that quick engagement again. Okay, so again, we've got our feet flat to the floor, then knee up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades off the floor, we extend the left leg, and as you're placing it beside to take the load off your lower back. And from here, we're going to work again. Shoulder blades up nice and high. And that foot, heel just hovering the floor. Then the leg coming back up, side by side to the other knee. See if we can get a bit more pull here in the abdominals. So you take the shoulder blades up just slightly further. Four more here, let's go for it. Three more here. Two more here. Last one. And release. Head back to the floor. Weights to the side. Stretch and lengthen the body again. Nice. Rotating onto our right side here. We're going to take our left leg out into a raise. Now here, your bottom leg can flex in slightly, and it will give you a bit of a wider surface area at the base to be able to hold. Now from here, we're just going to raise our left shoulder up slightly higher. And feel the side oblique working hard. Now as we push forward on the hips, the shoulders up high, feel the gap here. So feel the little ridge between the abdominal and the abs. From here, you're going to take it through a side leg raise. Again, trying to keep this chest up, keep your chin off your chest. High leg raise, slowly lowering down. And again, nice and wide and high. So we're activating all these muscles that we're now normally stabilizing our day-to-day. Working hard through the glute medius on the outside, working on this abduction movement here, taking the leg up high to the side. By doing so, we're also crunching into it as well and making this oblique hold. It's a tough little exercise. As you're doing it, keep the toes pointed down and towards the ground. Big high range up. Keep working that flexibility. We've got 4 to go here. Again, you can do your straight leg if you prefer. You might get a little bit more range. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Release. Shake it and swap sides. Again, lengthen your body first. Give it that nice little stretch. And from here, straight line from our nose to our toes. Arm out in front. From here, we're going to work through. Ankle dorsiflexed. Tummy forward, braced. Look up nice and high. And again, slowly lower down. And again, nice control up wide and high. Slow control down. And again, now we raise up, so we're pulling the obliques in again. Nice high range. Keeping the ankle flexed in. Nice high pull-up. Very good. Again, you can flex this lead. Bottom leg if you prefer, taking a bit of pressure off the lower back. Three to go. Two more. Good work. Last one. And release. Rolling onto your front. Again, stretch out as tall as you can. And allow your glutes just to relax slightly here. And from here, we bring our hands beside our chest. We arch our back. Now, I prefer to go onto my knuckles here, but it's your choice. But you chin up, draw up, look up towards the ceiling, and arch through the back. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. And slowly breathe out. And again, nice, slow, controlled deep breath in. And then breathe out. Two more here, nice deep breath in. And just letting those hips sag a little bit further to the floor. And from there, release. Walking your knees in slightly. Sitting down to the shins, extend the legs, and then reach your arms out forward. Chin down, jaw down, nose down. Lovely extension through the lower back into our child's pose position. Fingers are going to wear that nice and wide. Then we're going to walk our arms forward. And then releasing, coming into our press-up position here, into our cat-cow position. So we're going to screech our back up to the ceiling. Be a nice arch in the upper back. And then we're going to raise our chin up and look ahead and sticking our bottom back, feeling the extension through. Flexion, extension of our spine. And again, each time raising the chin up high. And then each time into the cat position, dropping our chin on our chest and arching up higher through the back. Two more here. One more here. And release. Good work this morning. From there, slowly stand yourself up. Woohoo! Just a little slide on the mat. And from there, feet just under sitting bones, forward flex, chin down, jaw down, nose down. Oh, that's so much better in my back this morning. A little bit stiff this morning as I went to the first position. Okay, so feet under sitting bones, check your big toes again. Let your arms just flop. Stick your bottom back. And then fold our arms down into ragdoll position to finish. Nice lengthening through the back, through the legs. Unfolding the arms, slowly bring yourself back up through into standing, stretch overhead. To one side, then the other, one side, and then the other, and release. Shake it up, press up your hands, well done. I'm back tonight, 6:30 for a restorative stretch. Come and join me for that. Well done, well trained. Any questions, come and grab me, and I'll see you next time for the next one. #live, #replay, flow of hearts and love. Let me know how you got on with it. Cheers.